This is the last part of the course where we are trying to understand how using machine learning we can bundle the product or use two different or sell two different products under one particular product. So what I mean here is product or service bundling. You usually see multiple products in a particular package sold out to you with some particular promotional message like buy two get one free, a package kind. You see in a service industry also you find this bundle packages where you get talk time plus the mobile data which you use. So these are the kind of bundle in with respect to product or service bundling. So a lot of analytics and a lot of machine learning algorithm goes behind this in arriving at this bundle, because I really would like to understand that if my customer is buying product A, then he if the customer is also buying for product B, I would probably go for a bundle where I would sell one particular product A plus B. So an example here could be you usually see whenever you browse an e-commerce website, you see that customers who bought this also bought this. So this is a kind of machine learning algorithm. To be specific, it is association rules which are applied in order to derive at this. So over a past, so the data over the past of the of all the customers is seen, and the association is developed based on if a customer is buying this, a customer would surely buy this. So an association kind of rule is set like if X then Y. So a market basket analysis is a very, very common example of this kind of thing where products that fall under the same umbrella are sold together. So from marketing analytics point of view, it is important to understand that in order to increase the share of wallet, the metric which we saw in the customers under different categories of marketing metrics, where we saw that share of wallet was one of the metrics. So in order to increase the share of the wallet or the amount of the total monetary value which a customer is spending on my product or on the product category, if I have to increase it, this kind of analysis helps where I could where I could entice the customer that if he or she is buying product A, he or she would surely buy product B. So this is how I tell him that I'll give you both A plus B at some lesser price or with some other promotional message. So this is a kind of market analysis which helps us in telling what if a customer buys X, then he is surely going to buy Y. So kind of association rules are set like if X, then Y. So using this model, we can recommend that if customer buys butter, then he or she surely buy bread. So if butter, then bread. Association rules kind of this is are set based on the transaction history of all the customers who are buying from me in a particular category. So we just spoke about like e-commerce player usually use this where we see that in on the e-commerce website usually when you click on a particular product and you add it to the cart, you usually see the recommendation which are being provided that customer who bought this also bought this. So kind of recommendation that if X then Y. Then you have music recommendations also which you get like when you stream to a particular genre of a music or category of music, you from the customer. So using analytics, we could say that based on the taste of the music, the next song or the next category of music which the customer would want would be say why something like that. So based on this, we could if we should be able to tell and increase the share of wallet and the total monetary value or the transaction value of the customer. So we now look into how this is done. So this is the R code which I have written with respect to the market basket analysis. So I'm loading different libraries which would be used for generating the for running the a priori algorithm. So a priori algorithm is nothing but the association rule algorithm which we spoke. So after running or after going through this exercise, we'll see how this actual algorithm works with a very small sample data set, and this would give us more clarity in understanding like how these rules are actually set based on the transaction history which we have. So these are the different rules which these are the different libraries which are to be set. So you see library dataset. So we are using the inbuilt dataset or the dataset which is currently there from the R package, which is data grocery. So this is the grocery dataset which we have. So if you want to have a look at the grocery dataset, we'll just so we see that the transaction is in sparse format with around 983.5 transaction, that is row, and 169 items, that is column. So around 983.5 rows and 169 items columns are there. Now if you want to understand how these rules are being developed, with respect to or how the association rules are developed, there is an a priori algorithm which runs. So in this, the input parameter is the data set which we took, the groceries data set, and then we tell the support and confidence level at which we want. So support and confidence is something with respect to model, and it would vary based on your business objectives. So here we are going for 80% confidence, and the support is like number of times that same pattern has been occurred. So if in a transaction of five, you say, if you see that a person who has bought butter also has bought bread three times out of five, so your support is 3 by 5, which is 60%, that is 0.6. So this is a kind of support level which we want. So here we have taken support of 0.001, which is 0.1 percentage. Then we run this algorithm and then we inspect rules. So this would tell me, based on my confidence level, what are the top five rules which are observed in the currently existing data set, which is the grocery data set. So what I'll do is I would, if you see, I am placing the top five rule, and if you see, the interpretation is something like, if a customer adds liquor, red or blush wine in the basket, he or she is surely gonna buy bottled beer as well. Similarly, if a customer buys curd cereals, customer is surely gonna buy whole milk. So if X, then Y. This is the kind of association rule, or we could set up based on the a priori algorithm, which we just ran using the a priori command here. So now we would like to sort based on confidence level, like what on the decreasing level. So I'll be sorting the rules by confidence level by this command, and decreasing equal to true. So now I would then inspect this rule or print this rule. So you see, this is the highest confidence. So this is the 100% confidence level. So my probability that a customer adds rice and sugar, he or she is surely gonna buy whole milk as well. So this is the kind of confidence level or the probability which comes out based on the transaction which have been occurred over a period of time. In order to visualize or for clear understanding, we plot it based on the plot command. Usually it takes a lot of time. So what we would do is, since there are a lot of rules which are developed, what we do is, suppose if we want to restrict our data set. So you see, the plot takes time to load, and it would surely load in some time. So we'll skip this. So you see, the rules have started to getting load. However, since it's a complex data set and there are many rules which are developed, what we do is, for understanding purpose and interpretability purpose, what we do is, suppose if I am the owner of the grocery and I would only want to concentrate on rules step by step. So what I mean here is, suppose I want to understand customers who buy whole milk, what are the next, or what is the RHS of those customers if the LHS is whole milk. So LHS is something here which you observed on the left hand side, and RHS is on the right hand side. So I would want to look at customers or the rules where, if whole milk, then what? I would like to concentrate on that. So how you can do is, you can just modify the priority algorithm which we just saw. So you modify it based on this command, where you say that the default equal to RHS. So RHS is the default, and left hand side you're restricting it to only whole milk. So what I'm trying to do here is, I'm restricting all the rules to, or I'm trying to develop a list of rules where my LHS is whole milk, what would be my RHS. So if you, after running this command, I'll sort these rules based on the confidence level, and then I'll inspect these rules. So you see, on my LHS there are whole milk in on it. So you could see something like this: if a customer adds whole milk in the cart, there is a probability of around 30% that the customer would buy other vegetables or not. Then there is a lesser probability of around 22% that they would buy rolls or buns, around 21% that they would buy yogurt, around 19% that they would buy root vegetables, and around 16% they would buy tropical fruit. So this is how you could form association rule and accordingly target each customer based on what is the transaction which has been observed over a period of time. So how this helps is, this kind of gives a good customer experience, because customer need not look for other items on the website, or for other items on your website. Based on this rule, suppose if I'm adding whole milk, the customer should automatically be given a pop-up from my side, or a recommendation that, would you like to buy other vegetable rolls, yogurt, root vegetables, or tropical food. This really helps us in improving the customer experience, and also customer feels that, yeah, there is a wow factor associated to it. So this is how this association rule works, and this is called as market basket analysis. So if you have to plot these rules and for visibility purpose or for better understanding, you see the rules are plotted something like this. So the size of the bubble here indicates the confidence level, as we saw from the rule that the confidence level of the first rule, which is the leading to other vegetable, is the highest, hence the bubble is highest, and accordingly. So you see the arrows point from the whole milk to the yogurt to other vegetable soda, root vegetable roll buns, and the bubble or the highest confidence is with respect to other vegetables. The second highest is the roll buns, the third highest is the yogurt, fourth is root vegetables, and fifth and sixth is tropical food and soda. So this is how you interpret, and for to make business understand about what you rules are you setting, this could be a better visualization where this visualization helps in better interpretability if you want to show it to the management or for the to the business. This is how we conducted the market basket analysis, where we have now